Melissa Magee, talk to us a little bit about the totals that we've seen so far.
They're pretty impressive. And like you said, we're not even done with this storm yet. Some spots we've seen anywhere from 3 inches to more than 7 inches of rain. And the heart of the storm is moving in as we speak. So the First Alert Radar Network showing you that rain really starting to back out of areas in Ventura County and really park itself over areas in LA County. Also starting to see some progress to the east in terms of that heavy rain across areas in the IE as well as Orange County. So we'll check in on a couple of spots here. Granada Hills, Chatsworth, Fern, and Falls. We're dealing with pockets of moderate rainfall there if you're traveling along the 118. Also, a heavy stretch of rain pressing in across areas in Arcadia. If you're traveling along the 210 close to Irwindale, Glendora, Charter Oak, as well as Pomona and Claremont. So the moisture is starting to fill in for areas where we didn't see it for the majority of the day. Now across areas in Etiwanda, over into Fontana and Rialto. So this moisture will only intensify during the overnight hours. We talked a lot about the rain, but also if you've been outside or perhaps you were close to a window, you probably noticed a little bit of shaking because we've got winds gusting up to 43 miles per hour there in Victorville, a gust close to 40 in Santa Clarita and 43 miles per hour there in Avalon. There's actually a high wind warning and wind advisories posted for our region. In some spots, we'll have winds gusting anywhere from 50 to 70 miles per hour, locally higher than that. Satellite and radar showing you the big picture with this storm system. Now, the center of the storm actually lifting on off to our north and east, and we're starting to see that cold front move on through as we go throughout the rest of tonight. And we just tap into that atmospheric river, essentially a river of moisture, or a ribbon of moisture, you can say, that has essentially moved right over Southern California, and it's not in a hurry to move on out. So we'll talk about what's next as we go throughout the overnight hours. 4 o'clock in the morning when Today in LA is on the air, tracking the very latest with the storm. Concentration shifts on off to the east across areas in eastern LA County as well as Orange County and San Bernardino and Riverside counties. And it's very likely for a good portion of the morning we've got that rain concentrated over the same area before we get into Monday night. That moisture moves back in across areas in LA and Ventura counties. Also watching the snow develop as well. Talked a lot about the rain. There's high terrain snow on the way. Winter storm warnings posted for areas in northern Ventura County mountains as well as San Bernardino and Riverside counties above 6,500 feet. We're talking about snow accumulation anywhere from 2 to 4 feet. So significant snow accumulation on the way. With this, we'll have gusts anywhere from 50 to 70 miles per hour, locally higher than that. The issue with the snow is that we've got blowing snow, reducing your visibility. So if you're not already there, avoid travel to the mountains. We still have a lot to go with this storm because we'll be tracking it during the overnight hours. And as you wake up tomorrow morning, certainly allow some extra time. Your forecast tomorrow for the basin and at 60 degrees, 60 as well for our coastal spots. Lingering showers as we get into our Tuesday. High temperatures in the upper 50s. Wednesday, perhaps a leftover shower with another system moving on through. And finally, we'll start to see some drying as we get into the end of this work week into our upcoming weekend. Valleys, temperatures over the next few days, same thing for the IE and the upper 50s. We look to be unsettled, especially as we get into our Monday morning tomorrow. High desert 54 for you, 63 for the low desert. We'll start to see clearing on the backside, the back half of our work week. Mountains 40 degrees and then above 6,500 feet. We're still talking about significant snowfall accumulation with temperatures in the 30s for daytime highs.